up, guys? This is episode 1 of the X5 off-road build. I already have one, but I wanted to document this one all the way. So step 1 is to make it off-road sounding and off-road capable. So that includes a lot of engine work, which we're going to tackle today. Make sure that all of your grommets are in place. If not, double check that none of them fell down. If they did fall down, make sure you grab them. This will no longer be a street going vehicle. We're going to remove this EGR valve and replace it with a section of pipe, which they call a race pipe. Alright, now that we have the intake off and some lighting fixed, we can inspect the vacuum lines, which appear to have been recently replaced, which is good. However, the downside is there's a lot of these cheap adapters. Yeah, see the splices, they don't really hold vacuum that well. So that's a big cause of a lot of boost leaks that happen. So we're going to, pretty much we're doing a delete. So once all that's gone, we will have pretty much straight vacuum line instead of a bunch of splices like this is, because that's not cool. Starting from the back, it's really not too bad. So this is the factory muffler, which we will be getting rid of. Traveling further forward, honestly, no crazy wear on the suspension. All the bushings look pretty good. No leaks in the struts, the bags look good. We will be replacing those bags with springs. Both sides look pretty good. A little bit of surface rust, but nothing crazy. Corrosion on the diff, again, normal. Further forward, you can see a new NOx sensor, which is cool. This cat has been welded back on. Quite a bit of rust, which shouldn't be too bad to deal with. And then the DPF, which is up there, which we'll be getting rid of. Just to give you extra room. Everything looks good on the turbo side. No big oil spots. Spins pretty smooth, so that's a good sign. DPF is out. We're gonna put the downpipe in. We are on a super budget, so we have a eBay downpipe, and we're going to modify this to fit because we have to block off this and just make sure two of these are, or one of these is fully tight. And I believe the bracket can stay. Worst case, I'll just cut it off. All right, good news. Downpipe fits. Everything lines up. We have to still pull the downpipe off and adjust one of the EGT sensor holes, and then gut the secondary cat. But right now we can still start it. We don't have the plugs for the intake manifold, the little swirl flap block offs, but that shouldn't be a problem. So we're going to start the car just so you can hear what it sounds like. If you can hear, it sounds pretty good. You can see what's going on here under the hood. Nothing's going on. Everything's out. So the intake is over there. You can run these without an intake manifold because it runs off the injectors. Everything else is still disconnected. Air box is out. Inlay pipe is out. Battery's dead. There's no coolant. But yeah, these are like fine to start for a little bit. So that's good to go. Rev's pretty free and clear now. It was pretty clogged up, I think. But now next step would be tuning, putting it back together, getting all the little pieces together, and then it's on to the suspension stuff. So until that happens, all right, progress report. It's been working days, one working day. Still have to clean up a lot of these little nuts, bolts, and tools, but we have the engine back enough together to fire up. We have to redo some of these vacuum line connections because the splices that were used are slightly too small, and they're the incorrect ones. If you want to, I have a video referencing how to replace all the vacuum lines on these diesel X5s, diesel E90s, and it's fairly in-depth. It references the factory diagram, but for now we're going to do a little sound clip. I'll show you the startup. Pretty much it's downpipe to a gutted secondary cat or a selective cat, and then after that we just cut it down because we're going to replace it later on, but right now we're just going to do a band clamp. But here's what we're working with. I don't know if you can hear that, but obviously this car has a misfire, and I was told about that by the previous owner. I wanted to get the delete stuff out of the way because very likely it is just an injector. He said it was possibly DME, DDE related. However, I do think it is just an injector. So we're going to, that's why we're not all the way back together on this yet. So I'm going to spray it all clean, add some penetrating oil, let it get hot, and then we're going to run a little bit of a diesel additive to see if it'll clear up. What I do have to clear the codes because it's a hard set fault and it'll misfire automatically. It'll shut the injector off right off the bat. But for now, this is phase one complete. The mechanical stuff is done. We have the lift stuff already in stock. I'm waiting for springs to come in or pick them up off Marketplace, whichever, either or. And then maybe we might start doing more cosmetic stuff. Because you can see right here, the paint is absolutely cooked. Like, this is black paint. You can't even tell because of how scratched it is. But other than that, thanks for tuning into the channel. I will make another video once I have the suspension stuff and the wheels and tires, which are in that corner, installed. Or even in the process of installation. Have a good one. Remember to have fun off the clock. And yeah. See ya.